Your latest news update from Western Mass News.
I'm David Horwitz with the latest update from Western Mass News. 5 people in Pittsfield are now without a home after a Christmas fire on Mill Street. Just after 4:30 p.m. on Sunday, crews were called to a 2.5-story wood frame apartment building with 3 living units. The fire was knocked down and under control in 20 minutes, and no injuries were reported. On Saturday night, the West Springfield Fire Department responding to a person in danger call. The fire department posting these photos to social media. Officials say that the person had been near the Connecticut River where the water was rising and was not able to escape the area without assistance. After some time, crews were able to bring that person back to shore. And in Chicopee, 15 people are now displaced after a fire on Christmas Eve. A fire happening at a 3-story multi-family home on Chicopee Street just after 12 p.m. According to fire officials, 2 people and a firefighter were injured in that fire, and 3 pets died as well. Those that were displaced are being assisted by the Red Cross. Still no word yet on what caused that fire.
I'm First Alert meteorologist Don Maher. We'll see a fair amount of sunshine during the first half of the day. A cold start this morning as we head towards noontime. Temperatures making their way into the 20s. And then as we push deeper into the afternoon, we'll start to see more in the way of clouds mixing in. And as we head towards the evening commute, I think skies are mostly cloudy. Temperatures top out in the upper 20s to around 30 this afternoon. Weak disturbance will come through tonight. It may bring the chance for a couple of flurries, even though you're 24, really not picking up on anything. And I think a lot of us are dry, but there is that chance that we may see a flurry or two in portions of the region as temperatures tonight once again fall back into the upper teens to around 20. Temperatures do go on a bit of a warming trend this week. In fact, as we close out 2022, bring in 2023, looks like we'll do it with temperatures in the 50s. Unfortunately, though, it's also going to come with the threat for some rain New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Stay with Western Mass News on air, online, and on our app throughout the day for breaking news, weather, and exclusive content.